Well. What's up, everyone? The playoff storm is coming. I don't know about you, but I would sleep a whole lot better at night if we somehow drew the Raiders, even though they're probably not going to make the playoffs, or the Dolphins and the rookie quarterback. Although those teams are on my wish list for opponents in the first round of the 2020 wildcard playoffs, it's looking more like it's either going to be the Browns, the Ravens, or the Colts. Now, this is all subject to change, but as of now, these are the teams that the Bills will most likely face. Before we get into it, I want to say if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Also, if you've been doing that constantly and you're looking for a way to go the extra mile, I have a Patreon linked in the description. Once the season's over, I will be doing Buffalo Bills player documentaries exclusively on that. There'll be a couple here or there on the channel, but mainly that's going to be a Patreon thing, so go check that out. So I did a little bit of research. Right now, it's looking like the Buffalo Bills have a 28% chance to play the Browns in the first round. They have a 25% chance to play the Ravens in the first round. They have a 19% chance to see Phillip Rivers in the Colts. Before last night's game, they had a 10% chance to face the Raiders and an 8% chance to face the Dolphins. Now, I'm not sure what the percentages are following the Raiders' loss, also with the injury to Derek Carr. Because they're not out yet, I'm still going to include them in the mix. I just don't know what the actual percentages are after they lost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from team to team, 5 teams, and I'm going to say what concerns me and why I would want to play them. I'm going to start off with the team that I want to see the most, the Las Vegas Raiders. Let me just say this. The Las Vegas Raiders are probably not going to make the playoffs this year because they are pathetic. You're in overtime on the 5-yard line with your backup quarterback fighting for your playoff lives. You can literally finish the game if you get a 5-yard touchdown with your backup quarterback. So what do? You kick a field goal and give Justin Herbert and the Chargers a chance to go down the field and win the game. Now, normally I wouldn't be that mad about this, but the Raiders defense sucks and Justin Herbert's pretty good. End rant. So the reasons I want to play this team is 1, their coaching is questionable. John Gruden, although he has a pretty good offensive mind, his go for it on 4th down, punt, field goal thing is still back in 1990. That with a lack of defense and a quarterback that might not even play would be my first choice if they somehow squeak into the playoffs. The only thing that concerns me about this team is that they beat the Chiefs. Then again, that might just show that the Bills can beat the Chiefs and the Chiefs are beatable. Second on my wish list would be the Miami Dolphins. Now, I know the Miami Dolphins have a really good defense. That would concern me. Their secondary is amazing, and they're taking the ball away at a very alarming rate for the other team's offense. However, the reasons why I'm not concerned is they have a rookie quarterback. Also, their fallback plan is Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think the Bills match up well against Miami. I think Josh Allen has owned Miami throughout the years, and we saw it a couple years ago on our Bills team. It's not sustainable to keep taking the ball away 2 or 3 times a game. A lot of it's fluky. It's just not something teams can keep up every single week throughout the season and into the playoffs. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that they want to face Cleveland over Indy. Me personally, I would rather see Indy over Cleveland because of Phillip Rivers. He's a statue. He seems to dump the ball off. We could play them similar to how we played Pittsburgh. Yeah, they might not drop the ball as much, but at the same time, Phillip Rivers, I don't think is as good as Ben Roethlisberger. If they can press up and take away those shallow to intermediate passes and shut down the run game, I really think the Bills stack up well defensively against them. As far as the offense, I know that Indy's defense is pretty good, probably underrated. They're definitely a top 10 unit, but at the same time, our quarterback is playing lights out and our offense is insane. No defense really scares me in the NFL. Although this is probably the most complete team that has no glaring weaknesses, they also don't have any dynamic players that jump off the page at you. So far, my first choice would be Raiders, then Dolphins, then Colts. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty. I'm going to say the Cleveland Browns because they have a 2-headed monster and they can run the ball. That really scares me. When Baker Mayfield can utilize play action and the 2-headed monster of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb is just hammering you down play after play, the Bills have had trouble defending the run, although they have been better as of late. A run team like that who has an amazing offensive line and 2 of the best running backs in the NFL scares me. Cleveland can be a scary team. I know Odell's hurt, but at the same time, I watched that Monday Night Football game and Baker looked pretty good. Now, that being said, he doesn't scare me if he's just slinging the ball everywhere and they abandon the run game. If we can shut down Cleveland's run game and make Baker Mayfield have to beat our secondary and our defensive scheme, I don't think he's capable of doing it by himself. Now, offensively, we can have our way with that defense. They don't really scare me at all. Nationally, I think the Browns are underrated, and they make me nervous. Last but not least, the team I want to see the least in the wild card round is the Baltimore Ravens. Why? Because their quarterback is crazy. He does crazy stuff. Now, Lamar Jackson is no Josh Allen. That being said, nobody is a Lamar Jackson. The Bills did a really, really good job last year containing Lamar Jackson. This guy is really, really good when things break down. He's in his element. He can mess up any defensive game plan by literally just rolling out, drawing all the defenders in, and then just heaving it downfield. We saw it on Monday night. I'm sure if you play Madden, you've done that a million times with him. The key to beating Lamar Jackson is being assignment sound, not abandoning your man no matter what it looks like Lamar's gonna do. He's a game breaker when things break down and when people abandon their assignments. Why I think the Bills are a better team and what I think the Bills can take advantage of, Baltimore has a really, really hard time coming back when they're down 2 or more scores, and the Bills are a dynamic offense. If they get up on this team and stay up on them and strike quick, Baltimore is gonna have to abandon their run option game and just try to throw it all over the yard. And Lamar Jackson, although he is a dynamic quarterback, that's not where he thrives the most. The way the Bills beat this team is to get up on them quick and never let them back into it. Stay up on them. It's refreshing to know that we have the offense to actually do that, and we have the offense to compete with anybody. And although I am nervous for this first round because I have never watched the Bills win a playoff game, I am confident in their ability, and I'm confident in with what I've seen thus far this season. Now, I just ranked mine who I want to see the most compared to who I want to see the least. Feel free to do that in the comments. Also, let me know if you disagree with me. Maybe you want to see Cleveland over Indianapolis. Maybe you want to see Miami over the Raiders. Hit me up. Let's chat. As always, thank you for watching. Go Bills. Peace.